Hello there, let's do some exam practice today in Python to get ready for Paper 2 programming exams and just doing some overall revision as well for programming. So what we can sometimes have is some questions which will look a little bit like that. Create a variable called index and set it to a value, output a message, ask the user to enter a number. So all we're going to do with this, we can see here the variable is going to be called index, and it needs to be set, so we're going to assign it the value 0. We can then output a welcome message, so for that we're going to use the print command and go, hello, this is my welcome message, and then ask the user to enter a number which will be called guess. So what we're going to do here, the variable is going to be called guess equals, if we go with a cheeky input, enter a number first of all. Remember, anytime you use input as a function, it treats it as a string, treats it as text. We're wanting it to be a number. So all we're going to do is int input, wrap it in brackets, do a cheeky bit of castings on that. So it's going to take whatever that input is there, is going to cast it as an integer, and we are going to make sure that we can treat it in that way. Let's save it and let's run it. And then you'll see over in the middle here, this is my welcome message, enter a number, and we're going to say 42. Nothing's happening as a result of that though. That's fine because we've not told it to do anything. What we could then do is we could take that to the next step. We could say if guess is greater than 50. We can then say print, wow, that's a large number. We can say elif guess less than or equal to 25, print bit small, else print medium-sized number. So remember, because we've done this using greater than, less than, or equal to, they will only work with integers, they won't work with text. If we were then going to have another input here, we're going to say name equals input. What is your name? If we wanted to do an if statement with that, we'd have to say if name equals Clive. We're then going to print hello. Elif name equals Pete. We're going to say print calculators. And it would help if I could spell calculators. I apologise for spelling that incorrectly. So what we've got here is the start of an if statement. Because this is being treated as a string, the variable here is a string, we're using double quotation, double equal marks. We're saying if it's equal to Clive, it's going to print hello. If it's Pete, it's going to print calcs. Anything else, it's just not going to print anything. What we can do, we can take it to the next step, and we can say if name equals Kurt, and guess greater than 100, we can then start to do something a little bit trickier, but we can then say if name is equal to Kurt and guess is greater than 100, it's going to execute that command there. So what we've looked here is nice, easy and simple. We started things off with some easy question 1, question 2 level questions, looking at if statements, looking at the differences between how we get handling with strings, how we get handling with integers, and I hope this video has been useful for you. See you later.